course, one of the biggest concerns of building a downtown stadium is the traffic. It's been about 15 minutes now since the game ended, and already local streets are jamming up. News Channel 2's Mark Bernarelli has been on traffic patrol most of this day, and he joins us now from outside Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Hi, Mark.
Stan, I'm breathless. I'm not in the shape to run 7 blocks at top speed, and that's just about what I've done to get over here to our side of the stadium. You want to see multitudes of people? We're going to show you multitudes of people. The exclusive News Channel 2 mass cam, operated by veteran technician George Ward, high in the air above Camden Street here. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is multitudes of people mixing with the multitudes of people who are going home from work right now. Truthfully, this game couldn't have ended at a much worse time as far as rush hour traffic having to combine with folks getting out of the ball game. It's going to be a mess for the next little while if you're trying to get out of work downtown. You might just want to cool your heels for a little while, let some of the throngs move out of here. Getting to the stadium today was not a major problem. There were not the severe traffic problems that we expected, and there was nothing but rave reviews for the new light rail line. For the folks north of Baltimore, this was the day to start playing a different tune. The day to leave traffic behind and ride the rails.
So I have a parking permit, so I'll probably drive down the rest of the games. But for opening day, I was definitely going to take the light rail.
There were so many people at the Timonium station this morning, the MTA decided to start running trains about an hour early.
We decided there were some people here so early that trains were running, everything's running normally, let's let them on board.
By noon, trains were nearly full. All the suburban stops were busy. The ride was smooth, there were no breathtaking scares along Howard Street, and in no time at all, it seemed, the ballpark was in sight. Rail riders had nothing but praise.
They went all out to make this thing work, and I think they've been quite successful at it. It's certainly evident today.
Very, very nice. A little better than I expected it to be.
On the roads, the biggest inconvenience was to folks not the least bit interested in the ball game. Now, my watch isn't exact, but I think it's around 2:10. Your flight is at 2:30. What are you thinking right about now?
I'm wondering whether or not I'm going to make it. But that's life in the big leagues, I guess, huh?
On top of the heavy game traffic, the president's motorcade brought traffic along many arteries to a dead stop for about a half an hour.
I'm not from Baltimore, don't know that much about the area, but I didn't expect it going in the opposite direction, and I really wasn't thinking about the president when I got here.
In the residential neighborhoods nearby, the new permit parking system seemed to work, although the city did tow or ticket many vehicles before game time. Now, I'm sure our sports folks like Scott Garceau could tell us that the average length of a game in the major leagues nowadays is about 3 hours to 3:15. This one happened to end early, which is why we have such throngs of people downtown, because we're getting the combination of the rush hour, the afternoon rush hour, and the folks getting out of the stadium. So, Stan, all in all, the trip this morning was not too bad. This afternoon is going to be another story for the next half hour, 45 minutes, until some of these folks can thin out. We don't have any numbers yet on mass transit ridership, by the way, but on Friday, 35% of the people who came here rode the rails, rode the park and ride buses, got here on the metro. So if that was the case today, maybe the traffic will not be quite so bad getting out of here.
Maybe it's a good thing the game got over early, and we're getting a worst-case scenario on the very first official game of the year, so people will know the worst possibilities as far as rush hour traffic and a ball game letting out all at the same time.
That's a good point, Stan.
All right, Mark, thanks a lot. Okay.
Well, in that all of this traffic is moving right now, just 2 hours and 2 minutes after the big game. We're talking about like some 44,000 people who were there. Well, traffic was definitely heavy at the concession lines at the new stadium. While you may still find traditional hot dogs and hamburgers, some cuisine has taken on a new flair. Now you can enjoy tastes from all over the world, like Mexican Taco Supreme, traditional Baltimore crab cakes, of course, Chinese cashew chicken and rice, or fried rice with duck sauce, an Italian Caesar salad, or tortellini salads. Prices range from $1.50 to $4.75. Who's been eating all that food? Well, the more than 44,000 Oriole fans lucky enough to have tickets for today's game. News Channel 2's Tony Pagnotti spent the good part of his day at the stands and joins us now live from Camden Street.
Oh, that's right, Beverly. Let me tell you something. It was a picture-perfect day. The outcome of the game, the weather was beautiful. Fans thought there was only one shortcoming. The game was too short. They just want to revel in all of this glory. They're all here. They don't want to go home yet, of course. It was absolutely delightful. Now, Tony's Travels was in the stands when this historic game began. And the first pitch is underway at Oriole Park at Camden Yards, and no matter how you spell it, I think the fans are going to be excited. O is for...
Outstanding. Outstanding day for baseball, outstanding park, and outstanding year for the Orioles.
All right. R is for...
Runs.
How many?
10.
I.
Incredible. It's just unbelievable here. Beautiful.
Oh, out of this world. It's an incredible day today. Couldn't be any better.
And maybe can say.
And what can maybe say out of this world? All right, we got to move on to L. L right here.
Lively.
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 Lively. So far, no score. Not so lively.
It will be.
What's your prediction? Oriole's going to rout. E is for...
Eating great food.
You're out here at the concession stand, but not just an ordinary meal. What do you have there?
Plain turkey on rye.
Deli style, huh? What do you have?
New York hot dog.
Not a Baltimore Oriole hot dog, a Yankee hot dog, huh?
New York hot dog.
But you're rooting for the Orioles.
That's right.
You get back to the game anytime soon?
As soon as I finish my hot dog.
Okay, bon appetit. And S is for the super-duper fans who have to be 1,000 feet beyond a home plate here outside Oriole Park at Camden Yards, but they still want to take part in this game. Can you see all the way out here with those binoculars?
Yes, I can. Very well. I can see home plate.
You didn't want to miss it today, I take it, huh?
No, I didn't. I couldn't afford a ticket, so I came down early to scoop out a spot so I could, you know, at least get a peek at the game.
All right. You could say you were here, right?
That's right. I was here, opening day.
To show you what a great day this was today, our gentleman who was outside looking in came up to me just a little while ago and said that a man came by and said, I'll give you a ticket into the ballgame if you give me your binoculars. The trade was made. The guy got inside, so everyone won today, right, including the Orioles? Was it worth being out of school today for all this?
Yes.
All right, and now these guys say it's a formal occasion every year. Why are you? These are med students, by the way. These will be our future doctors, dressed in tuxedos in the orange and black. Why?
It's a once-in-a-lifetime occasion for the people of Baltimore and the Baltimore Orioles.
All right, what are you saying?
I say, the man said it. I cannot say
the Orioles going all the way. They're going to the show this year.
Wait, one final thing. Can we spell our way out of this, everyone? O. Well, there's the sentiment out here. It's World Series time in Baltimore, right?
Go to the show. Go to the show.
We'll see you back in the studio, guys.
Thank you, Tony. What a group. Well, I tell you, if you want the world to beat a patsy to your door, build a beautiful new ballpark. Today's focus on Baltimore began with a visit on the morning show from the wonderful Willard and today's crew's Joe Garagiola. On hand today, media from the world community of radio, television, as well as newspapers from just about every corner of the U.S. and abroad. All of them to see Charm City's newest entry, Oriole Park at Camden Yards. And our own Ken Phillips was even caught up in the national hoopla. Today's show weatherman Willard Scott introduced Ken to a national audience during the morning news program.
Fantastic. An O's fan. Ken, you're the greatest weatherman in town. WMAR.
I believe that.
And you're the Peter Jennings of the, you're Canadian, right?
Yeah, originally. Not anymore.
But you're an Orioles
Just
fan now. Yeah.
Oh, of course. What else?
Somebody told me.
Okay, don't worry. Ken has no plans of joining the network. He's going to stay around all kinds of folks everywhere.
Who's got more one-liners, Willard or Ken? That's for sure. Well, there's still much more ahead on this very special opening day edition of News Channel 2 at 6 o'clock.
Including a look at Memorial Stadium, site of the last 38 opening days. We'll be right back.